Narendra. The question on everyone's mind today is religion, traditional religion versus New Age thinking. And over the past several decades, there's been studies on where people are actually leaving traditional religion because they've lost hope and faith in it. And they've either become atheistic or they've embraced more non-traditional type of religions, such as New Age thinking. And the question is, what are your thoughts on this phenomenon?
Basically, when you think about it, there's nothing wrong with any of the religions. They were all started out with some very high quality master. And what he or she was speaking got documented. And then probably it was difference of time or language or both of them, that a lot of things do get lost in translation. So the bigger problem is the interpretations. Because all religions basically pointing to just one thing, love of God, and your ability to realize your fullest potential in this lifetime. But when the politics come in, and when the group things start to come in, or when the mass control becomes the issue, then obviously it's like anything else. Then the objectives get a little bit confused on what the original intent was.
Okay. That's good to know that, because a lot of people are, confused on their religious path. A lot of them are sincere, but they just are kind of stagnant and just don't know what to do. In your religious way, do you consider yourself to be a cult or anything in that nature?
No, it's not about that. It's not a cult or something that people have to understand. If you believe in Christianity, then you really do not fully understand Christianity unless you make personal, deep connection with Christ Himself and understand the essence of spirituality, and then have gone through a lot of these experiences that He speaks about in Bible. So there's no need to cheat yourself out of any of those things. If Elijah or Job or Micah and all these great prophets could have those experiences, any one of us could have the same experience or even better. It's the same thing in other religions. If you look at a whole lot of religions, it has had their own prophets and masters. The problem starts when people start comparing. It then becomes like a sport, and in some cases it ends up becoming a blood sport, that we are number one. Actually, the only one who's number one is who's finally followed his own faith and made the connection with God. Without that, you're not understanding it.
So this brings another question to mind. So how would you address someone who is very, strong in their faith, but yet they seek help from you, such as maybe in healing or some other spiritual guidance? How would you approach that person from another faith?
The faith is something that we need to be examined. Ultimately, you can start with any kind of faith. You may go to a church just because your mother or father believe in it, or because your best friend recommends it, and which is what I call a shadow faith. It's like somebody recommending you a nice restaurant. You know they have not misled you in the past, so you take a chance. But your ultimate deep-seated faith comes in when you also have had enough positive experiences. When I say positive experiences, maybe you have experienced a lot of healings to take place, maybe your stress disappeared, maybe your relationships got better, maybe your life got more enriched, maybe you're more peaceful. And these are all tangible things that we can measure. So most of the places, unfortunately, they are only talking about reading the scriptures, and the point being that when are you going to start practicing it? And when are you going to start having all those wonderful experiences that your own faith is talking about? So it's not as much worthwhile trying to compare yourself to anybody else, but the idea is to understand the essence of what the original founder of your own religion was talking about, and understand where his heart was, and go deeper and unite in a deeper personal relationship with him to understand the true essence. And that is what is going to take you to the deeper levels.
Well, thank you, Narendra. I myself am more clear on this topic after speaking with you, and thank you very much for your time.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Very good.